Hey guys, welcome to the channel if you're new, welcome back if you're a subscriber. My name's Neil and it's time for the next episode of Squid Game. Well, the main storyline of this show is all about the game itself and our competitors trying to survive. That's not all it's about, and there's some really interesting other stuff going on. We found out a couple of episodes ago that there was a small group of guards that were secretly harvesting organs from the dead and selling them to the Chinese. Our detective accidentally took the place of one of those, number 29, who was involved in that small ring. And yet, in last episode, that ring sort of imploded and everybody in it other than 29, our detective, died. Or more accurately, were killed. The last couple were killed by what we now call the captain, the guy in the black angular mask, not marked with a circle, triangle, or square. The one sort of head of the game as far as we can tell, and his reasoning had nothing to do with them harvesting organs or fucking the dead or anything like that, and it had everything to do with the fact that they were altering the fairness of the game. They were giving the doctor an advantage, and that's what the captain couldn't stand. He strongly believes that the game should be fair, that everyone should be on an equal footing, which is noble. In this sense, it's twisted, but there is like that's an understandable thing. That makes him a more interesting villain, for lack of a better word. So I'm curious to learn more about what his motivations are. Why are we having this contest? Like it's more than just it's a setup for an interesting TV series. Like what is his motivation for running the game? And we've also just learned that the game isn't a one-off. It's not just happening now. It's happened every year since the 80s. And that's intriguing in and of itself. That means a lot of things, but first and foremost, in my mind, it means this isn't just the work of one twisted rich dude. This is something more. And what that something more is, I don't think we're supposed to understand yet, but hopefully will be revealed in the coming episodes. We also learned that the detective who's looking for his missing brother, who in the past gave his brother a kidney, vice versa, who received a kidney from his brother. We assumed that his brother died in the first game in red light, green light, but it now appears that that's not the case. He flipped through the entire binder of contestants from this year and didn't appear to find his brother. He looked at the list of prior champions and saw his brother's name, however, back in 2015, so like 5 years earlier, and yet his brother is missing now. So what's going on? His brother's a poor student. He would have won. If he won 5 years ago, he wouldn't have been much older than out of high school. So what's it all about? I don't think we're supposed to know yet, but man, am I curious, and man, do I want to see more. So without further ado, let's jump into episode 6 of Squid Game. This one's called Gganbu. I have no idea if I'm pronouncing that right, but interesting. Just like inspection. Well, the old man's up. I thought he was on his deathbed.
영감님. 잘 어울리시네.
잠시 후 네 번째 게임이 시작.
지금 여러분께서 보시는 것은 자신들의 이익을 위해 이 세계의 규칙을 어기고 저희는 이런 불행한 사태가 다시 없을 것을 약속드리며 이번 사태에 대해 참가자 여러분께
Jeez. Displaying the punishment of the dead. That goes back to the earliest civilization, and it's never really stopped, has it? Oh, he's still in there. Is he gonna get caught? Why would you answer it? Why would you answer it? Why?
No need to worry. The game will begin on time, in line with the schedule.
이번 게임은 2인 1조로 진행됩니다. 자신과 함께 게임을 하기를 원하는 사람을 찾아.
Oh, there's 39 people though. Someone's going to be left out. Presumably the old man. But you're going to try calling out? Is that like 911 in Korea? 112? No. No outside connections. Incoming only.
나랑 같이 하자.
No, you're psycho.
너 생각보다 잘해.
야 어디가?
왜? 나랑 같이 하게?
You should. I think she'd be good.
야 너희들이 진짜 잘
Seong
맞겠다.
will team up with
나도
the
다른
old
사람이랑
man.
하면 되지.
But there's going to be an odd number. There were 40 and the doctor was killed. Yeah. Shake hands with the old man. Who's left? 67 would be...
그럼 나랑 해. 내가 무조건 이기게 해줄 테니까.
무슨 수로?
무슨 수를 써서든.
They're going to be good. They got brains, the two of them.
알죠? 아까 그 반칙한 놈 처형당해서
Yeah, the math teacher figured it out.
저기 저 노인네가 남겼네. 합시다 나랑.
He seems decent. But you are abandoning the old man. But your life depends on it.
영아님.
지금 실수하는 거야.
Oh, good.
이제 정말 나.
Such an incredibly white set. What happens to her?
이제야 저는 쌍판 좀 안 보고 살겠네.
Don't think it's that simple. Alright, what's this one all about? 240 seems bored almost. Is this marbles? Do they have marbles in Korea? Yeah. Are they playing against each other though?
그러면은 우리 깐부부터 맺어야지.
What's that mean?
동네에서 구슬이랑 딱지랑
아.
같이 쓰는 친구 말이야. 이렇게 해서
Ah, it's a pinky swear.
예 맞아요. 이렇게.
상대의 구슬 10개를 모두 따내는
Yeah.
사람이 승리합니다.
One wins, one
다시
loses.
한번 말씀드립니다.
You're competing against each other.
자신
형.
Oh, we're gonna lose some people we know in this one. We're gonna lose... Oh, this is gonna be painful.
30분입니다.
We're gonna lose either Ali or 218. We're gonna lose one of the girls. Man, presumably we're gonna lose the old man. But Gi-hun's not gonna have an easy time doing that. Like at heart, he's so moral.
아니면 네가 내 대신 죽어주기라도 할 거야?
Once again, I feel like maybe 218
너 이런 거
knows
안
what's going on.
게임 방법은 우리 마음대로 정해도 된다며.
So they just have to decide amongst each other. Do you make it a game? Do you just have one guy give the other guy?
우리 집에 어디 갔지?
아
Yeah.
영감님.
He's dying, but
우리도 해야 돼요.
싫어. 내가 뭐
oh man.
아 영감님.
The actor playing the old man is
다
awesome.
걸고 딱 한 판만 해.
Just putting it all on one round.
얘기.
무슨 얘기?
다른 사람들한테 못 해보는 얘기.
It's an interesting opportunity. It's down to 5.
저 형이랑 하기 싫어요.
선생님, 저 다른 사람이랑 하고 싶어요.
쓸데없는 소리 하지 말고 빨리 접어.
딱 한 번만
this is
해봐요.
heartbreaking.
이거 정말 재밌어요.
게임 바꾸게 해줘. 그래야 공평하잖아. 니들이 여긴 평등한 곳이라며.
This So they get to make their own rules this time. This is fascinating. When you get low, you can't win because you know how many marbles the guy's got left. And you know whether it's odd or even.
아버지는 강을 건너다 총에 맞아 광물에 떠내려갔고 어머니는
I thought she was trying to get her parents out.
중국에서 공안들한테 잡혀서 다시 북으로 끌려갔고
5. Big bet. Big bet.
여기서 나가면 나한테 남조선에서 험나게 돈 쓰는 법 좀 배워야겠다.
How are you going to do that? Yeah. One of you is going to die.
야, 너만 나 도와주면 우리 둘 다 살 수 있는 방법 있어.
What's that? How?
너도 내 덕분에 여기까지 왔잖아.
No. No.
제발 내 말 한 번만 믿고 도와줘. 헐.
Yeah. Yeah, Gi-hun's terrible at gambling.
내가
What's he down to? He must not have many at all. 1?
하나 남았어요. 아직 하나 남았어요.
원래 우리 계획대로
Don't buy it.
다시 너랑 나랑 한 팀으로 승부할 수 있어.
Nah, he's manipulating Ali.
어릴 때 우리 마을에 전염병이 돌았어. 그때 마을 사람들이 매일 죽어나갔는데 본 적 있어?
130번 탈락.
처음 본 건 우리 엄마였어. 아버지란 인간이 칼을 들고 서 있었고.
Oh, brutal.
그 다음으로 본 건
Was my dad. She killed her dad. Oh, that's a dark story.
헐.
So what's gonna happen here?
뭐라고 했지?
Oh, is he gonna cheat? He has to, but it's gonna be terrible.
저기요.
But he has to save his own life. And the old man's so frail. Like he's not gonna make it.
내가 쳤네.
But that doesn't make it better. But maybe it makes it necessary.
우리 같이 이길 수 있어요?
No.
내가 가지고 다니게 안전하게 해줄게.
No, dude, no. Oh, Song-woo.
같이 제주도 나갈래?
Can't do that. Oh, yeah. You can't do that. Oh, this is for all the marbles. He's gonna knock in the blue one. He swapped marbles. Song-woo.
짱이라고 하셨잖아요.
Yeah.
내가
Yeah. He is so being used. He gave him a bag of rocks. Oh man, this is heartbreaking to watch. I mean, whoever ends up winning the whole thing, they're just going to be destroyed by what they've been forced to go through to get there. Yeah. Oh man.
구설 20개야.
Oh,
게임 종료까지 3분.
Ali. The rich taking advantage of the poor once again.
구슬이 다 없어졌네.
Wow.
아, 여기 이게
One more.
구슬이 하나 있었네.
Not great. It's beatable. She's going to commit suicide here? Yeah. She just sacrificed herself. She doesn't have a family.
내가 졌네.
너 뭐 하는 짓이냐고. 무조건 이기게 해준다는 게?
너는 여기서 나갈 이유가 있지만 난 없어. 너는 꼭 살아서 나가.
형, 상우 형.
Oh man,
나 보고 왔어요.
I don't want to see Ali die. Yeah, look at your bag of rocks, buddy. No.
199번 탈락.
Song-woo's a bastard.
고마워. 나랑 같이 해줘서.
240번 탈락.
마누라랑 아들이랑 이 집에서 깨 놀든지 정신 좀 차려요. 다 걸고 한판 할까?
19 versus 1?
내가 가진
Is the old man playing him?
걸고 하는 거야. 그게 자네가 날 속이고 내 굿을 가져간 건 말이 되고?
Yeah. Oh.
가져. 자네 거야.
Ouch. Oh man.
우리는 깐부잖아.
Everything that's mine is yours.
괜찮아. 이름이 생각났어. 내 이름은
Wow. What a great episode. What a powerful episode. Yeah, like the progression from game to game, from event to event has sort of been evolving. You know, like we talked about this in previous episodes. The first game, they were just killed by the game. And the second game, they were killed by the guards. And then they killed each other in the dorm, but as enemies. And then the tug of war, they were basically killing each other, but anonymously, and very much a physical struggle. Like, I survive. It was more about fighting for their own survival than killing the others. But in this game, making it one-on-one, giving them the time to think about it, just makes it so much more personal and powerful. And this was the first episode where we started to lose characters that we really gotten to know. Yeah, we lost the Doctor last episode, but this episode we lose 101's right-hand man. That's fine. Like, either one of those guys could have died, but it makes sense that the Thug 101 keeps going. 67 and 240, those two girls, they would have been friends in the real world. They could have been friends, and having a friend would have been the one thing that 240 would have had to look forward to in the real world, but her friend would have died for her to survive, and so she sacrificed herself. That's crazy and powerful and yeah, brutal. And similarly, the old man, number one, sacrificed himself to save Seong Gi-hoon. And that's crazy too. He knew that he was being cheated. He knew that Seong was weak and was taking advantage of him to survive. He hadn't lost his sharpness. And then he gave him his last marble anyway. Just mind-blowing generosity and sacrifice. And yeah, he was old and he was dying, but still. And then And then Sang-woo, what a bastard. Like, I liked Ali so much. Sang-woo took complete advantage of him, took advantage of that sort of social hierarchy, that deference that Ali always treated him with from the very beginning, that social structure. He took great advantage and dug his way, cheated his way out, but technically not breaking the rules of the game. What a bastard. And we've been led to question what 218 is up to since the beginning of the show. Subtle stuff, but he seems to know more about the game that he's letting on. You have to think that that's why he chose Ali as a partner to begin with. It feels like he's a ringer in the game. VIPs are coming to the island, so I wonder, obviously there is an audience for this, we don't know where, but somebody is calling the captain on that phone in English, having a conversation with him in English, and managing the game from above, from afar. And what does that mean? Does that mean that it means somebody's watching? Obviously, this isn't a public broadcast, but would it blow your minds if, the Illuminati, or, like the rich and powerful were watching this online and gambling on it? Do they have horses in the race? And if they do have horses in the race, what are the odds that there's a ringer in the race, that somehow someone like 218 might be a plant? He knows enough about the game to give himself an unfair advantage. That's a hypothesis, obviously, but I like that idea. But yeah, what a powerful episode. We're losing characters that we're attached to. They're no longer strangers. They're no longer competition. They are friends. They're people that, are other characters, and we as the audience have formed a strong bond with over the course of just a few episodes, of course over the course of just a few days in screen time. And that's a testament to good writing, to amazing performances. I'm saddened by this episode, and I'm touched by it, and that's it's going to be sitting on my mind for a while. Wow, there we go. That's not what I was expecting from this series. I was expecting violent and entertaining and surreal. I wasn't expecting emotionally powerful necessarily, but bravo to the show for taking us there. That's really something. I really dig that. So I think I'm gonna put a pin in it for now. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you do like what I'm doing here, feel free to check out my Patreon down below. Like, subscribe. I'd love to hear your comments, your thoughts on this episode in particular, but about Squid Game in general. And until the next episode, everybody, take care, stay healthy, and we'll see you soon. Cheers.